Hi guys, it's Chris with City Girl Homestead, and it's time for Fun Friday. It's not going to be a real long video today, and I'm kind of doing my own thing with the recipe, but they say that this is about a 90-calorie snack. And I don't know about you that love Snickers, but I do. So I thought this would be a good alternative. I'm using alternatives to stuff that they use in it just because it's easy. I've got about probably 30 pints of green beans to can up today and get them all cut up and everything. And then I have a review to do as well. So the review, I can't wait to try it out. But so I'm going to make banana Snickers snack. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to peel all my, I'm going to use 3 bananas. You could use really ripe ones for this too. I mean, you don't have to use, you know, like these ones are starting to turn brown. We're going to get all these peeled. I think they'll be really good. And like it says to freeze it in between and all that, I think with the way I'm going to do it, we don't have to do that. So I think this will work out quicker, easier, and I'm sure it'll be stuff that we all have right around the house already. So what we're going to do is we're going to cut each one of these bananas in half. And then we're going to slice them right down the center. Just like that. I'm going to cut that end off. Just like that. That one I didn't get very perfect. That's okay. If we wanted perfection, we'd go to a professional bakery or something, right? That's how we do that. Now I remembered what I forgot. Alright, so what it says to do is kind of just like, just take out a little bit. We're not going to do that. We're not going to do that because I think I'm going to break them up. I've got a tray here to put them on. And I did melt my peanut butter for just a second, so it'd just be a little bit easier to manage. You know what I'm going to do? Hold on. Don't you guys like how I just changed my mind dead center? Boom. Let's do it this way. Alright. So I'm going to put them on the tray as I'm doing them. How's that? And I only melted it, I think it was 30 seconds is what I ended up doing. Whoa. Yeah, don't flip them over like that. That doesn't work too well. And I think with melting the peanut butter, you really don't have to cut down the center because it's going to stay on there anyways because it's melted. Tom's going down to get the jars, so I'm going to get them all nice and washed up. We took the kids out for, grandkids out for breakfast. And then took them to daycare. Went to Little Dusty's and picked up our stuff. So we've already been running like crazy since 4 o'clock this morning. Some more peanut butter here. And I will do a quick video on the green beans for those of you that have never canned green beans so that you know how to. Green beans are probably one of the easiest vegetables to can, actually. And they don't take that long either, which is good. Because I have that half of a bushel of green beans. My brain isn't focusing, sorry. That one I must not have got enough peanut butter on, or it's starting to harden back up again. And you can use fat-free on all of this, or sugar-free, or whatever you want. To make it even less calories, you can do that. My chiropractor told me about the sugar-free stuff and whatever, he says, actually, he says you're better off to eat the sugared kind, but just less of it, because there's so many chemicals in the sugar-free. And maybe he's right about that. So, now instead of melting chocolate chips, I'm just going to use, I've got the just off-brand of chocolate. And we're just going to drizzle that on the top. It doesn't matter if I make a mess or not. And you can use as little or as much as you want. There we go. There's the chocolate. Then we're going to use, I've got the Meyer brand of caramel. Yes, I do can my own, but my kids ate it all up. And we're going to put the caramel on it. You can decorate these real pretty too if you want. I was just thinking of snacks that, you know, when you're trying to do better, you know, sometimes it's really hard because you crave so much of the stuff that you love so much that, you know, it doesn't mean we have to go without. It just means we have to do a little bit healthier route. That's all. So I'm going to take some peanuts and we're going to chop those up too. I actually had to buy peanuts because I have all other kind of nuts, but no peanuts. Which won't break Tom's heart because he loves peanuts. So, alrighty. Hopefully that's enough. If not, we'll chop up some more. Then we're going to take those peanuts and just run right along the top. And we're going to freeze these. And it says to take them out 5 minutes before you're going to use them, so that they're thawed out enough that you can actually eat them, because they'll be frozen. You know, when we went to Disney when I was a kid, I'd always heard about the frozen bananas but never had one. So they had them at Disney and I was so excited about it. It wasn't even funny. Alright, so I'm going to try it before it's frozen. I don't know if it's a Snickers, but it certainly is good. Alright, let me get these in the freezer and then I'll be back with to finish up our list. Well, Tom's starting to snap some green beans, so. Alright. So the rest of the list. In 1924, a Labrador Retriever was sentenced to life without parole at Eastern State Penitentiary. He was sentenced for killing the governor's cat and was just one of several animals involved in the crime. Alligators will give manatees the right-of-way. It's the diplomatic way to handle aquatic traffic jams. Well, that's cool. I don't know if any of you have ever seen a real manatee. I have. I can tell you a story. Back when my kids were little, I think my son was in 3rd or 4th grade, my oldest one, and they were studying about manatees. And I had a convention to go to for my job, and I always took my kids with me. And the teacher was so upset with me because you shouldn't pull your kids out of school, blah, blah, blah. Well, my convention was actually in Daytona. And so we took the kids to a park that you can see live manatees in the wild. And actually we seen dolphins in the wild, geckos, we seen an alligator, crocodile, whatever one they are. And got to see real manatees. And I stopped into the main office to ask them where everything was that, you know, you might be able to see it. Because it's live. You never know, but she told us where to look. And I told her what the teacher had said. And so she goes, really? And I said, yeah. So she said, you wait right here. How many kids are in this class? I said, I don't know, 25 or 30. she brought me back enough color books and crayons about manatees. And I took it back to school when I took Christopher back to school. And she said, I am so sorry. She goes, he experienced something I could never teach him in a book. Really? Duh. All right. 9-banded armadillos always give birth to identical quadruplets. It's the only armadillo species found in the U.S. I've seen one of those in Texas in the wild. Cats can't taste sugar. A study found that carnivores are sweet blind. 1 second, my squirrel just fell off my house. Oh my gosh, I tell you guys, the squirrel will climb the side of my house if I don't see him. And so he must have climbed the house when I was doing the video, and I seen him fall. I don't have any bread, so I gave him some old tortillas. We got to go to the bread store for him. So, all right. I tell you, ducks like to surf. Ducks have been observed riding tides, then swimming back and ride them again. You guys know I love ducks. I'd love to see that. The African penguin is also commonly referred to as the jackass penguin. This is because it makes donkey-like braying sound. Bruh. That'd be funny. Birds are immune to the heat of chili peppers. This may be because they don't have many taste buds. So they could be eating jalapenos, habaneros, and all that and not even know it. I would. Honeybees can get sexually... Oh, God. I really should read these first. Honeybees can get sexually transmitted infections. Someone should be creating a buzz of public health or STI awareness campaign to help save the honeybees. Funny, not funny, right? But, yeah. All right. The narwhal tusk is actually an exaggerated front left tooth. Unlike most teeth, the narwhal tusk is soft and sensitive on the outside with a tough interior. Caribbean sperm whales have their own regional accent. Whales in that region use a distinct acoustic pattern. Okay? I guess they have to have their ways to communicate as well. I think we've done this one before. Wombat poop is cube shape. Wombats like to put their unusually shaped poop cubes atop places where they're easy to see. Why do they need to be seen? Okay. A baby puffin is called a puffling. Check out these other lesser known names for baby animals. I didn't know that one either. Bald eagles sound silly. Those majestic screeches you see in the movies featuring the bald eagles. Those are hawk vocals. I didn't know that. People bite more people than sharks do. In 1985, for instance, people reported 1,591 human bite attacks, whereas there was only 12 shark-caused injuries that year. You know, Tom's a shark fan. He loves them. Female bats give birth upside down. They catch the pup with their wings as it drops. Aren't you glad we don't have to do that? Toucans curl into little balls when they sleep. They sleep in a tiny ball to protect their bills. Okay. Horses are distinctly related to rhinoceroses and tapirs. They're a very distant relative came from India. I don't see it. Rhinos are huge. All right, 4 more. And then we got to look up another list. Some cats are allergic to humans. Just like you may be allergic to cat dandruff, a cat may be allergic to your dandruff. You know, I never ever thought of that. Penguins have excellent hearing despite the lack of their visible ears. I didn't know that either. Lions once lived in Europe. Unfortunately, lions were hunted to extinction in Europe around 100 BCE. Male platypuses have venomous spurs. Platypuses are not the only venomous mammals. I didn't know that. Well, thank you. I'm trying to think who told me to do the animal ones. I think it was our bacon friend, Sherry. I think it was her. So those were fun. And I hope you guys enjoyed today. I hope you like the quick little snack. I think, 90 calories, it's not that bad. And it's better than eating a 90-calorie bag of pretzels or something, I guess. A little bit more tastier. So, I fell off the wagon yesterday and this morning, actually, because we took the grandkids to breakfast. And at a truck stop breakfast place, there isn't much alternatives. But anyways, if you fall off the wagon and you fall off track, don't give up. Just like the girl that says Mowgli below, like she says, just start over again tomorrow. And that's all you can do. My sugar was back down this morning. It was high last night. But it was back down. I think everybody cheats once in a while. And do I say that it's good? No, probably not. But is it natural and is it normal? Probably. So, thank you, and I'll hopefully come along with some other healthy snacks. I know I had a couple sent to me that I might actually try if I can get me some protein powder, but that stuff's expensive. It might have to wait for a while. But, yeah, together, I think it's so funny. Everybody keeps talking about how they're getting into it and they're doing stuff too. That's wonderful. Because anytime you have support and love, it's always going to be easier. And you guys have been amazing. Thanks for sitting along here with me again on a Friday. It's nice to hear him out doing something. I like it. Doesn't happen too often. Usually I have to do all that prep myself. So I'm going to be doing a review after this. I think you guys will like it. I think I'm going to like it. I think Courtney's really going to like it. I'm not going to send her a picture of it because we don't need her to know. All right. You guys have a blessed day. Be a blessing. And I'll see you when we go to can some green beans.